Massive news for the Arizona Cardinals heading into Week 12 versus the Seattle Seahawks. Let's get started. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack up that like button and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. On this channel, we cover Arizona Cardinals news, breaking news, conversational pieces, everything surrounding your favorite team. So subscribe it up. It's absolutely for free. All right, everybody, let's go and get started here. Let's get you caught up with everything Arizona Cardinals news from all the things that happened on Monday to now, which is going to be Wednesday. Let's get you caught up, right? So on Monday, Jalen Thompson ended up missing practice, which is very unfortunate because he ended up missing the game in Week 10 versus the New York Jets. Now, we did see a good dosage here of Daedrin Taylor-Demerson, which is the rookie that we just ended up drafting this last year. And he actually looked really good in the absence of Jalen Thompson. But right now, being the fact that he missed Monday, should we panic? I'm going to say just kind of hold the horses right now. Don't hit the panic button quite yet with him. Let's wait and see if he shows up here on Wednesday, potentially Thursday or Friday. Now, if it starts bleeding into those later parts of the week, then we start hitting the panic button at that very moment. But I am confident in if there is another week that Jalen Thompson potentially might need a miss, I do have the confidence in Daedrin Taylor-Demerson stepping in that role because, like I said before, he's done a pretty darn good job when the opportunity has been given to him, right? So now let's move on over to Tuesday's news. We ended up seeing a report. Now, I ended up seeing it first from Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network, and this is what the report says. The NFL has suspended Cardinals linebacker Marcus Bailey for the next 6 games. Now, Darren Urban, which is an insider that works for the Arizona Cardinals organization, she tweeted and doubled down on this report saying this: the NFL suspension for linebacker Marcus Bailey for 6 games is for violating the policy on performance enhancing substances, according to the league's release. So, Marcus Bailey, very, very unfortunate, but he is a member of the practice squad, so it's not going to be something that's going to move the needle too much for the Arizona Cardinals 53. Now, if you guys also didn't know, the Arizona Cardinals ended up releasing offensive lineman Charlie Heck, which there was a couple Cardinal fans out there that were saying, oh my God, why did you do this? You should have done this. You should have done that. We need depth, right? Now, for those people out there, I think you guys are probably happy to hear that Charlie Heck cleared waivers and now is a part of the Cardinals practice squad. So for what it's worth, that move in terms of releasing Charlie Heck was kind of a little suspicious because obviously of Jonah Williams potentially making his comeback. And yes, we'll get to that here pretty soon here, ladies and gentlemen. But for what it's worth, Charlie Heck is now a member of the Arizona Cardinals practice squad, whether it's going to be for depth or potentially an elevation later on. We'll have to kind of wait and see how that all shakes out. But let's go ahead and dive right into the most important thing here that we want to talk about, or I guess the 2 big pieces of information that we want to dive into.
Jonah's will be activated today, so he'll be out there, and we'll take it one day at a time with him.
Let's first start off with Jonah Williams, ladies and gentlemen. Jonah Williams has now been activated to the 53-man roster. Now, Jonathan Gannon today ended up saying that they're going to take it day by day with Jonah Williams. Now, what does that mean? Is it going to be a plug and play for Week 12 versus the Seattle Seahawks? As of right now, we're not 100% sure, right? Kelvin Beachum in Jonah Williams' absence has actually done a pretty darn good job. Now, he's struggled a little bit in the beginning part of when he had to kind of substitute in, but he's actually done a fantastic job in the absence of Jonah Williams. So I'm very curious to figure out how Jonathan Gannon and this regime is going to be able to operate this movement of, hey, do you mess up that whole offensive line chemistry that's currently going on? Because sometimes that might be the case, right? You got to be able to work well with all 5 guys on the offensive line. There needs to be a brotherhood. There needs to be a part of a chemistry going on, and you might ruin it if you put in a Jonah Williams in there. Now, if Jonah Williams comes back and they don't skip a beat or they don't miss a beat, then I think the Cardinals would be in a very, very good situation at that very moment. But we'll have to kind of wait and see how the Cardinals actually maneuver through him coming back to the 53-man roster. Super, super excited to see how you guys feel about it. Let me know in the comments below.
It's good to be good to get him out there. You know what I mean? Is that what you're with Darius? Been a long time, yeah. He's had a tough road, you know what I mean? He had a tough injury, and he's working his tail off to get back out there. He wants to get back out there. He had a good week last week. Returned to play. All those people did a good job with him. So we'll take it one day at a time. Multiple guys in here working, with, filling up the health bucket. He was obviously one of them. But he had a good week. He did not have a off week.
Now, let's talk about Darius Robinson. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, ladies and gentlemen. We've known for a very long time that Darius Robinson has been elevated to the 53-man roster. This happened about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Everybody was super excited about the debut of Darius Robinson. What ends up happening on Friday or Saturday, they ended up ruling Darius Robinson out, right? Now, there has been a big factor as to a big missing piece, right? Now, he was elevated for already, a week and a half to 2 weeks already. Right? We already know that. But the fact that Darius Robinson is now practicing, and he started practicing on Monday with the Arizona Cardinals, and he's looking good. And of course, Jonathan Gannon is not going to flat out tell you, oh yeah, he's going to make his debut, right? That's not his forte. Yeah, that's not what he does. He's going to keep everything under wraps until probably Thursday, Friday, or heck, maybe even Saturday, letting the Cardinals organization or the Cardinals fan base know if he's going to be actually activated here in game time, right? Because you could be a part of the 53 but not be activated, right? So that's going to be another missing piece here. Now, the fact that Darius Robinson is practicing on Monday is such a huge relief and a huge step in the right direction, right? Now, can it be possible that we don't see him in week 12? Yes, it could be, right? But can it be possible that we do see him in week 12? Yes, that is possible as well. The big missing piece right now is that he's practicing on Monday. He's looking good. He's looking explosive. He's looking as all we wanted him to be, right? We wanted him to be that big factor part in the defensive line. And my goodness, I'm just super excited with the opportunity here for the Arizona Cardinals to come in here and show out Seattle, because there's still so much people that are doubting this Arizona Cardinal organization and saying that we haven't beat anybody good, which is absolutely bogus. The Cardinals right now have their destiny in their hands, and it starts here in Seattle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts here on all the most recent news from the Arizona Cardinals? Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day, and go Cardinals.